Now, Pro Tip Tuesday with Mark Valliere.
Hi everyone, thanks for coming back for another edition of Pro Tip Tuesday. Last time I was up, we were talking about dispersion rate and leaving yourself kind of an appropriate number here for your second shot. So now once we've got this spot in the middle of the fairway here, we want to ensure that we can get the correct distance on this next shot. So today the big thing we're going to go over ensuring we can get the correct distance and distance control. I'll give you guys a couple little tips and a little tricks that I've always used in the past that generally help me get within a couple yards of that number I'm looking to hit. So hopefully you guys learn a couple things and can lower your scores throughout the summer. All right, so one big thing I tend to notice a lot of players seem to have issues with is, like I mentioned, is getting the correct distance. I find when a lot of people have a full shot where a 7-iron from 150 yards, for example, generally if they make good contact or within a few yards, they have an idea of how far they hit it. But once we kind of get into these off-speed shots, they tend to struggle. They might hit one 20 yards short, 20 yards long. They're having a really hard time to get that number. So I've always generally gone off a clock system. So what I like to do is I like to take this club back to 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock being my arm parallel to the ground here, and on my following through at 3 o'clock, trail arm being parallel to the ground. That way it ensures I'm making the same swing back and through every time, and if I need to take a few yards off or add a few yards, I'm going to adjust my setup. I might need to widen my stance a little bit if I want to hit it farther. That's going to give me a bigger radius in my swing, allowing a little bit more speed, which is going to get it to fly a few yards farther. If I need to take a few yards off, I'm going to narrow my stance. I might grip down an inch or so. That's going to help me take a few yards off. So rather than making a different swing, I'm going to make the exact same swing every time and allow my setup to determine how much shorter or farther that ball is going to fly. So I'll give you guys an example here if you want to take a look at this. This is my 56 degree. It's roughly about 108 yards. That's how far we got here today. So I'll show you guys what my 9 o'clock swing looks like here. So I'd like to recommend to you guys, come out in the evening, no one's around later on, bring a few balls out here and just drop them at the 100-yard marker. Don't worry about where the pin's at. Just go ahead and make some 9 o'clock swings with your 60 degree, your 56, your 52, and just see where that puts you on the green so you can start to develop your awareness of where on that clock system the certain yardage is going to end up going for you down the line here. Because the closer you can get to hitting that number, the lower your scores are going to go. And generally, if you're going to have a wedge shot like this, it's going to be rewarding yourself after a good drive, or if you've gotten into trouble, trying to save yourself and limit the damage to a par or maybe a stress-free bogey. So if you can really hammer down on these numbers here, I'm pretty confident that the scores are going to drop as well. Thanks again, guys, for tuning in. We'll see you next week on another edition of Pro Tip Tuesday. Sorry about this, Colin. As you guys can see, there's quite a bit of turf removal that comes in along with that, so make sure you guys are either repairing your divots or filling them with sand. We don't want to make groundskeeper Willie a little unhappy out here, so we got to keep him happy. Thanks, guys.